The original Scared Straight program was started in the 1970s. It all started with a TV show called Scared Straight, which aimed to scare minors in hopes of changing their behaviors from bad to good. Placing kids in front of a scary criminal adult and yelling at them to make them fear prison life would make sense but not to work. But through much research, the exact opposite has been proven true. It is exactly found to make kids become worse than when they started. The first reason as to why these programs do not work is because they cause mental and psychological harm to these children that go through these programs. Instead of sitting down and talking to these kids one-on-one, they group these kids in large groups with other children with behavioral problems and allow them to be yelled at by adults. This is not only ineffective, but can be harmful to their mental health as well. The next reason as to why these programs do not work is because these ineffective Scared Straight programs are taking the place of other programs that have been proven to work and are headed by professionals. Forcing these children into these programs and hoping for their behavior to change is not doing any good. The best programs overall are preventative programs. If a child does miss that preventative intervention and do show behavior problems, they need to go to another type of program to help curb their behavior. The next step in helping change the behavior would be a family or community-based program. Another reason as to why these scare tactics and programs do not work is because these programs have been proven to increase the amount of crime versus the child never going through such a program to begin with. There have been studies showing that children who went through the Scared Straight program had committed more crimes and gotten into more trouble than children who did not go through the program at all. One of the simplest reasons as to why these programs are proven over and over again to not work is because some juveniles find prison life attractive. If a minor feels that they have had a hard life and then they come to a Scared Straight program, they're going to get to see prison life firsthand and make sure they continue on their bad behavior path so they can come to a place where they feel like they belong. The more these children get exposed to these prisoners in prison life, the less frightened they will become. The last reason why these programs are proven not to work is because these programs do not work on children with extreme or serious behavior problems. These scare tactics only work if the child is in the beginning stage of delinquent behavior. If the child is too far gone, then these programs most likely will not work because the child is already in a certain mode of perceiving the world. Children never want to listen to authority figures, which means the misbehaved individuals will naturally not listen to anyone trying to help them. The main reason that these Scared Straight programs were created was to fix behaviors of the worst behaved, and it is proven that it has little to no effect on the most misbehaved children. There is no need to continue these programs for children with serious behavior issues if the only children being positively influenced are the children with mild or very minor behavior problems. These programs have been proven over and over again to not be effective and need to be gotten rid of immediately. They cause psychological harm to children, make them become repeat offenders, take the place of programs that have been proven to work, do not work on serious delinquents, and make some of them find prison life desirable. These negative effects are not the ones that have been intended from these programs, but have been the ones that have occurred from them. If we want to change how these kids behave, then we have to change the methods in which we want them to change.